Hey, it's Sharon Sheldon here. So I wanted to give you a quick look inside the Simple OTO WordPress plugin because I want you to see just how easy it is and how powerful it can be to help you do some one-time offers or expiring content or delayed content without having to be a real tech whiz. So you're going to upload it to your server just the way you would install any other plugin. You can do it via your FTP or your cPanel, or I just did it via the WordPress plugin upload itself. So you would go into plugins and then you'd go into the add new, and then you would go into upload and then look for it on your computer. You're going to upload just the zip file of that plugin. So I'm not going to do that now because I already have it installed. Then you'll go into settings to Simple OTO, and that'll open up. And you'll see it already has some instructions in here because it is pretty straightforward. It works based on shortcode. So you'll have different shortcode in there based on what you want to have happen. And the developers have put in some examples to make it easy for you to see what you can do. You can base on URL, redirects to whatever URL you want when the countdown finishes. Date time is the date time. You have to make sure you use their format, which is the year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds. You don't have to put all of that in, obviously, and it's a 24-hour clock. So for instance, 18 hours is 6 p.m. The skin will be some styles, which I'll show you, days, hours, minutes, etc. Pretty straightforward. And then they've put in examples so that you can see what some different shortcode would be. And all I did to try it out was just copy some of these and play with the hours and minutes and stuff. So for instance, if you want to redirect to a URL after January 1st, 2014 at 6 p.m., it would look like that. You've got this brackets, SOTO timer, URL equals this because this plugin is from David Perdue at NAMS. All the examples are NAMS URLs. Then there's date time, 2014, January 1st, 6 p.m. If you want to redirect to a URL after 2 days, you just put days equals 2. So basically after the person visits that page, it will expire, or they'll be redirected to another URL after 2 days. Same, it can be hours, minutes, seconds, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. You can be as precise as you want. You can also have more than one of the same timer on the same page. You just have to put in this ID1, ID2. So if you want to have the timer at the top of the page and the bottom of the page, you would put the exact same timer, only you would just have this ID1, ID2 on there. That's really good for longer pages, especially because people scroll down and then they forget when it expires. And there's a whole bunch of different timer skins and styles that you can use. Animated, simple, circular, inline, and a bunch of different colors. So you can see what they look like. Some are very simple, basic, some more complicated, going all the way out to seconds. There's some colors in here. And these are pretty easy to do also. You can, let me go back up a sec. They give an example of how to actually fill it in. For the one above that we looked at before, it was just basic with no skin on it. Whereas here, in this particular code, the skin is animated, style, crystal dark, and then the rest of the code. So it would look like this one here. Okay, I'll show you an example in a second of one I did. And then the other good feature is this thing, these content shortcode parameters. This is a way of delaying content and having it shown only a certain number of times, or maybe just once, and then hiding it. And you have specific post ID. That would be another post or page on your site, and you can have it repeat, delay, etc. So here are some examples of how you could use that. For instance, here we have show content only once, then hide it. So if you have a page, like a download page for instance, and you want to show them just a one-time offer in one section of the page, you can have that offer set up on a different post and then put some code in here so that it'll pop up on your download page just the one time. And you can have text in there that says you'll only see this once, and then it goes away. The next time they refresh that page, it's gone. So you can really keep your integrity there. And you can do the same thing, for instance, 3 times and then hide it. For instance, if you don't want to have something in a person's face constantly. If they've seen it 3 times and they still haven't acted on it, they're probably not that interested. Or you might want to delay the content so that they've seen the page 3 times, say it's on a certain topic like email marketing. Maybe on the 4th visit you want to show them an offer because they've already shown that they're interested in that topic. So take a look through those. You'll see that there's lots of different ways you can use it. And lastly, in here there's also inline content. So you can have something show up right there in your page, and you can type in the text that you want and have it show just a certain number of times or delayed. Let me show you what that looks like. Here I have a sample post that I put together just so you can see what it looks like. And I put in the code for a timer, animated Chrome Sky. I've set it here just to redirect to a home page of mine, but that could be anything. That could even be a page that redirects to something else. And I have it expiring on the 9th at midnight. So let's take a look at what that looks like. And here's what that timer is going to look like with the blue. I like this. It's really pretty and it matches in with my page. And that will expire at that time after the 4 days, 7 hours, etc., and go to that other URL I specified. Now let's take a look at another feature in here. And in this one, I put an example of just bringing in some content from another page. So I said, here's an example of what some code looks like if you want another post to show up in your page. And I just set it for a few repeats so that we can see it. Otherwise it will disappear on me. But you could just have it show once or several times. And let's preview that again. And if I scroll down, you'll see it's very cleanly just pulled in the content from that other post right into this post. And it'll only show up a few times. So after however many visits you set, that'll disappear. It'll be blank, nothing. And there's one other feature I want to show you in here. I have to copy it back in because you can't have this many pieces of shortcode in there. You can have a timer and you can have some delayed content, but you can't have 2 lots of delayed content. I did try that and it didn't work. Here I'm going to put it in the text section because it has a link. Here's some content that is in line. I said here's an example of telling people about a product I'm offering on content creation, but I'm only going to show it to them a few times. I have that code. I have it say repeat 10 times. I could also have a delay. Then I put in my text, including a link to wherever I want to send them, and then the end of the code. I'm just going to save that a second so we can see it, and then let's preview it. And now you can see it's showing up. And when you're previewing things yourself, if you have it set for, say, only to show 3 times, once you've previewed it 3 times, it's not going to show up for you. So you might have to set it much higher and then change it back again when you're all done. Here you can see it's come up and even the link is showing up. And after however many times you've set, that'll disappear. I hope that was helpful. You can see again there are some instructions and examples in there. And if you purchase the personal use rights for this, you can only use it on your own domains, but as many as you want, as many domains as you want that you own. And if you get the resale rights, you can use it on your own domains and you can sell it to your own customers and clients. You could help them improve their sales funnels, make more sales, increase their revenue, and you can really help them grow their business. Take a look. If you have any questions, let me know. There are also links in there for the NAM support because this was, as I said, created by the people over at Novice to Advanced Marketing Systems and David Perdue. And I'll leave a link for them as well in here. Have fun with it.